Okay, yeah. You may have seen me on TV getting yelled at by Gordon Ramsay.
Look,
Do you think that?
No, I do not at all.
He asked me to compete in his new show, Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars on Fox, where he invites the most promising food and beverage entrepreneurs to compete for his partnership in a hefty investment. Gordon and his team recruited me to go on the show because he understands the value of Vietnamese coffee and its investable potential. Vietnam is the #1 producer of the Robusta bean. The climate, altitude, soil, and natural resources make Vietnam the perfect breeding ground for Robusta. It's bold, nutty, chocolatey, powerful, and most importantly, freaking delicious. Vietnam has been and will always be a significant player, and it's time the hardworking Vietnamese farmers get the recognition and equity they deserve. Vietnamese coffee is on the rise, and we're certainly witnessing a Robusta revolution right before our eyes. Enter fat milk. Fat milk coffee is what's missing in the category today. My initial goal was to make it so that you didn't have to eat at a pho or banh mi restaurant to try Vietnamese coffee, which would commonly be served one way, café soda, or Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk over ice. Hence why I named the company Fat Milk. I've been conceptualizing all of this for years, but decided to pursue a pharmacy career instead. When I got furloughed as a pharmacist during the pandemic, I officially launched Fat Milk and never looked back. I started the company as an e-commerce CBG business, did a ton of pop-ups, collaborated with other brands, landed on some local shelves, and experienced some of the brightest and darkest days of my life. I launched this company with 0 investors and leveraged loans to buy time. I also bought out 3 male partners a year into the business and broke off my long-term engagement. I survived the thick of it and became a better person and entrepreneur because of it. I built the first version of Fat Milk in secrecy with something to prove. This time, I want to do it in community with something to celebrate. And the only way to build up Fat Milk 2.0 is to invite you all in on the journey. I ask you to consider backing this season of Fat Milk, something that's very purposeful to me, the community, Vietnam, and the farmers we work with. Your contribution will go towards 1, the build out of our first brick and mortar shop intentionally located in the historic Asia on Argyle corridor. 2, help launch our rebrand with new packaging, a custom website, and exciting product offerings. And 3, permit me to finally build a team outside of just myself. Vietnamese coffee culture is a communal affair, meaning everyone at the table is treasured and welcome. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope you consider having a seat at my table.